Hello, my name is Juliet, and today I'll be taking you through on how you can create a website for free using WordPress and Brizy. You need to have a laptop and internet connection. And for you to create a website, you need hosting, of which you can host it locally on your machine, or you can host it using a remote server. So today I'll be showing you on how to create one using the local server. In this case, I'll be using XAMPP as my local server. So XAMPP is an abbreviation for cross-platform, Apache, MySQL, PHP, and Perl. It gives you the environment to host your website, build it first, test it, then you can move it to live. WordPress is a free and open source content management system that is used in the creation of websites and blogs. And WordPress is used by 43% of the web. In WordPress, you don't need prior knowledge of programming because you are going to use themes and plugins to create your website. So let us get started. First of all, we are going to download our XAMPP. So just open a new tab and then type apachefriends.org. Click enter. So you scroll down and you see these options. You are given options, so you select the option depending on the operating system you are using. If you're using Windows, if you're using Linux, there's that option, and if you're using Mac, you choose this one. So in my case, I'm using Windows. I'll just go ahead and click on XAMPP for Windows. So if you click, it will start downloading down here. I've already downloaded one, so let me just pause this one. And use the one I've downloaded. Okay, so this is where I placed my XAMPP file. Just double click on it. It opens this Bitnami, and then this error will prompt. It's not a big deal, so just click on OK and then you continue. This is the wizard for XAMPP installation. Click on next. All of these options are selected by default, so we need all of them. Click on next. You can change the path here, but I'll just stick to the root directory. Here you can choose the language. I'm going with English. Click next. Okay, and then you click next. So all the files will start installing. After all the files have been installed, just click on finish. It will open the XAMPP control panel. So this is our XAMPP control panel. You first need to start Apache, and you also need to start MySQL. So after starting that, to make sure, just to be sure it's running, this color has to change to color green. So just go back to your web browser, open a new tab, and then you type localhost, just to be sure that your XAMPP installed in your local machine. So yeah, it's supposed to open for us this XAMPP page. So that is how you install your XAMPP server on your local machine. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to install WordPress. So open a new tab and then type wordpress.org/download. Then you click enter. So you scroll down and then you'll see this button, of which currently 5.9 is the latest version for WordPress. Depending on the time you are downloading this file, you'll always find the latest version. So go ahead and click on that button. So give it some time to download. After the file has downloaded, just navigate to your downloaded file. So here is mine. We need to extract this zip file. Right click on it and then click on extract here. After extracting, you'll notice that there is an additional folder that has been created called WordPress. So we need to move all the files that are inside this folder into htdocs, where we are going to create another folder. So just scroll down to your local disk C. Under XAMPP folder, we are looking for this folder called htdocs. So double click on that, and then here we need to create another folder. Let me just do that. Under new. This folder, you can give it any name. So in this case, I'm going to call mine Ujiajiri Leo. So we are going to move all the files from the WordPress folder into this new folder we've created. So let's just go back and then paste. Here's the folder. So we are copying all this and then come back to our Ujiajiri folder and then paste it there. Under XAMPP, htdocs. So this is the folder. We need to paste all the files here. So all the files have been copied in my Ujiajiri Leo folder. You can repeat this process if you want to create another WordPress website. You just come and create a different folder, and then you repeat the same process. You paste all the files there. So let's go back to our browser, and then you type localhost stroke the name of your folder. So in this case, it's localhost stroke my folder name, which is Ujiajiri Leo. Click enter. It opens for us this WordPress setup, of which we are supposed now to start installing WordPress on XAMPP. So here's just using the language. I'm going with English. Click continue. We need to have a database name. We need to have username, password, database host, and table prefix. So let's go back to our XAMPP control panel. And then under MySQL, click on admin. We need to create a database. So under phpMyAdmin, click on new. Come here and write your database name. I'll just stick with Ujiajiri Leo. After that, click create. You come here and you see the database we've created is listed here. So just copy this and save it somewhere safe. After that, let's go back to our WordPress setup. Since we already have the database, username by default is root, and by default there is no password. So let's go ahead, click on let's go. Delete this one, and then I'll just paste it here. Paste here my database name. Username by default is root, and then no password. Let's delete this one. Database host is localhost, since we are hosting it locally on our machine. And then table prefix. For security purposes, you can just change this one. Let me just write that. And then you click submit. We are almost done with our installation process, so just click on run the installation. Here we are supposed to enter our site information. Site title, that will be the title of your website. I'll call mine Ujiajiri Leo. Can give it any name. Though this information can be changed later from your WordPress dashboard. Username, I'll give it Ujiajiri. And then password, you are advised to use a strong password for security reasons. So you can just come here and copy this. Save it somewhere. After saving your password, go on and enter your email address. So That is my email address. And then click on Install WordPress. We have successfully installed our WordPress, so we just need to log in with our username and the password we entered. Click on Login. I'll enter my username and then paste here my password. Click on Login. Here we have our WordPress dashboard. We can now start building our website. If you want to write a blog, you can now start writing your blog from this dashboard. So you can, by default, WordPress gives us a default page. It comes with a sample page. So you can opt to delete this or just leave it, maybe change a few things if you want. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to install Brizy. Brizy is a WordPress plugin. It helps us in editing. It helps us in editing the pages. So it's a page builder. So if to install that, you just click under plugins, then click add new. These are the plugins. In search bar here, type Brizy. So this is what we want, the Brizy page builder. Click on install now. After installing the plugin, you'll see here, you just click on activate to make it active in your WordPress dashboard. You notice here under in your dashboard, there is Brizy. And then if you scroll down under these plugins, you'll also see Brizy has been installed and it's active. We can now start editing our pages using Brizy. Let's just create a new page and then edit it using Brizy. Under pages, click on add new. Let's go ahead and add a title. I'll just call mine demo page. So after that, you click on publish, click on publish again. We can now start editing this page using Brizy. Click on edit with Brizy. It opens the default Brizy page. We can now start adding blocks to our page. So click here if you want to start adding blocks using the Brizy template. So all these are Brizy blocks. Right now, I'm using the free Brizy version, but you can upgrade it to Pro. So if you want to upgrade your Brizy to get more features, you can contact us and we will guide you further on that. So let's add one block here. Let me click on this. So it's just a matter of clicking and then you click and then the block is added to your page. You can add as many blocks as you want. Let's add another one, just click there. And then you can change your blocks to light dark mode if you wish. So if you click, if I click on dark, it changes to dark mode. So if you want it back to light mode, you can still go back and click on light mode. So let's add some other blocks using dark mode. Okay, this is probably. Let me add this one, just click. And then you see that block has been added. You can add as many blocks as you want. Add as many as you want. Let me add this one also. So these are my blocks. You can rearrange these blocks and give it a different look depending on your preference. So just come and click here. Click here, and then you just dragging and dropping. You rearrange the blocks. So let's say I want this block to be up here, and yeah, you can rearrange this just the way you want. Just drag and drop. dragging and dropping. That is how easy Brizy is. Then you can view this, like you can see it on how it will look on tablets, and also view on how it will appear on mobile. So just click here and then click on tablets. So this is how your site will appear on tablet, and then on the mobile phone, this is how your clients will see. If someone is using their mobile phone to view your site, this is how you'll see them. You can make the changes, and if you don't like the way it appears here, you can still customize it on the mobile end. It's still okay. So after making the changes, let's just go back to desktop. After making the changes, you come here and update. So after updating, this is the back end, like you're the only one seeing this appearance, but you can also see how your customers are viewing your site. So let us go back to our dashboard. Click here, and then click on the site title. This is the default WordPress page. You can change this. So let's view the page we've created and edited using Brizy. So this is the page. This is how customers are going to see your site. So after creating your site, you need to move it from local to live so that everyone can see it. It can be live to everyone who tries to access it. If you want to learn more on how to move your site from local to live, you can always contact us and we will guide you further on that. So this is how you get started creating your website using WordPress and Brizy, and it's free. So if you want to learn more about WordPress and Brizy, just visit us on wordpress.ujiajiri.com and brizy.ujiajiri.com. We also have a platform where you can interact with other members of the society. You can ask your question, you can exchange your ideas. So you visit us on community.ujiajiri.com to interact with other people. Thank you for watching.